biggest thing to think about how modern brands are defining the connections now is basically personalization. The greatest thing that data is enabling is that full-on level of personalization. So really understanding who you are as an individual, as a person, and then how the brand can actually meet the needs of that individual.
Today, data-driven storytelling is really exciting. It is really unlocking the creativity. Data gives us so much signal, whether it's the behavioral data we have, third-party data, location data. It's really telling us so much about our consumer. And what's interesting is when you can take that data and really find the key insight and understand the why, the motivating factor. That's really what brands need to do today.
As data has risen in prevalence here in our industry, people tend to think of it as binary. It's either data and quantity on one side, or it's art and storytelling on the other. But the reality is that the two come together. And I think the key is that there is so much human insight that sits within the data that if you can unlock that insight, it can truly help you tell a new and different story that exists, a personal story for consumers, but also a new and different story for the brand.
Technology is really going to enable us to be much more audience-driven. Where I think in the past, it was much more about creating products and solutions and finding an audience. Now that paradigm has completely shifted, where we're going audience first, understanding their distinct needs and wants, and really technology enabling us to deliver products, solutions, and messaging that's appropriate to that audience.
I think there's probably two key ways that technology will enhance interactions. I think the first goes back to the point of personalization. So technology is going to continue to allow us to reach people as individuals in the most relevant way, and that is incredibly critical. But I think the other piece is that technology is going to continue to allow frictionless commerce. We're going to be able to move much more seamlessly from content to commerce, which at the end of the day will have the right benefit for consumers, but also the right benefit for brands selling their products or services.
For a brand today, you really need to stay connected in a couple ways. One, you need to understand your consumer, understand where they are, what's on their mind, but also importantly is understand that cultural context that they're living in. The world we're living in is changing every day. In order to be relevant, you need to understand what is on their mind, what is concerning them, what's keeping them up at night, and then to deliver the messages along the journey that they're going through.